The road curve can be found in the SASSE library under Assets, Draw Curves. We drag and drop that into the scene. That will give us what appears to be just a single plane. If we tab into Edit mode, we can see now that we have handles. This curve will stretch and the road pattern will move to meet wherever we move it. We can also select them, delete them, and simply draw in our own road curve. Something I like to do if I'm just working in open space is with all the points selected, SZ0, so we're scaling it to 0 on the Z-axis, and that'll make it a nice, clean, flat surface. Alternatively, you can also go up to the controls here and set it to surface. So if you, for example, had landscape down and you wanted to draw your road as following the contours of your landscape, you could set it to surface, and it has an offset there so you can raise it above just so it doesn't clip into the surface. So assuming this is the road, the shape that we want, now we can start to adjust some of these patterns. So we've got displacement, scale, and strength. So let's bump up that strength. And then the scale, you can see it's giving our road a little wobbly curve. If you want to give it a little bit extra personality, then you can do that through displacement. And you also have the smooth subdivision. So this controls, like you can see, how smooth the road is overall. So I generally leave it around 2. For renders, you might even want to bump it up to 3 or 4. As you can see, there's still some sort of visible lines here. So cranking it up, you can see, reduces that. I'll just leave it at 2 for now. While we go through the rest of the settings. So line spacing controls the distance between the lines, so you can get different effects. You can actually join them up if you raise it or lower it all the way down to 0. So depending on the effect that you're going for, you can raise or lower that. The base color of the road can be changed, as can the center line color if you wanted it to be the same as the outside. Or you can make it a different one entirely. There we go. We sort of have a cyberpunk road type thing. Puddles color you won't be able to see quite yet, and maybe we should raise the base color of the road so that they're a little more apparent. We've got cracks here as well, so I'll mix the cracks in, and now you can see cracks on the surface. We can control the scale of those as well and mix in or out as much as you want. We can also mix puddles in. So these are puddles on the surface of our road, and if we hit play, we can see that the road all moves along. So this is imagining that you have sort of a car or a bike or something that's moving along the road. We can crank up the speed. And then at this point, maybe we want greater spacing to make that more apparent. Maybe you want to lower it down. So it's up to you, whatever you think looks good.